I was really supposed to make this video a while back. I had a few people reach out to me to say, could you do something on, depression? And I really didn't, understand the angle, to come from, how to encapsulate it. But it has now become expedient because I found somebody very close and dear to me going through it and in the real sense of it. As it is now, we can't even reach her. She's there from time to time. We can, but she's resigned from everything. She doesn't come out. She's not talking to anyone. She's always crying. She says she doesn't feel like getting out of bed. And these are classic signs of depression. I mean, she's literally giving up on life. What is depression? It might sound simple, but it's a sad state of mind. What is sad? A sad state of mind. A mind that feels hopeless, a mind that thinks that nothing good is going to come to the person, a mind that believes lies, a mind that holds onto those lies and just says, you know what, there's really nothing you can do to make anything better. The only thing that you can do to make better is for you to stay in this place. And I think if there was anything that I came out with, and this is not taking away at all from science or taking away from the chemical imbalances that can lead to various types of mental health, of which depression is one. But I think depression seems to be more practical because, it's I'm not happy. There's something triggering the unhappiness. And if there's any time that you would see that the mind is powerful, is during these times, especially for depression. I'm not talking about schizophrenia now, psychosis. No, those are on the higher spectrum. I'm talking about things where your mind is really, really in control. In her case, she says that her mind tells her that she's not good enough, and she's bought into it. She's not good enough. There's nothing she does that is good enough. There are no relationships she's in that she's good enough to be in and all. And I think I'll just keep this short and then have this in bits and pieces. I think the first thing is that you need to recognize that it starts in the mind. Everything, think of it, everything, good, bad, execution of goals, procrastination, who you even determine who you are, all starts in the mind. And it is very important, and I think it underscores, I think the Bible verse that says, do everything to God, to God. And this is it, because if you are not on the spot 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for yourself, for your mind, there are so many things competing. There are so many things, grabbing at you. And so the mind is the first place that we need to be very conscious of. You are good enough. That's the truth. Ugly is just a word. We tend to bandy that around. Human beings can be very cruel. All of us can be very cruel. But you see, as we evolve, we begin to realize that what I say or how I react to people can actually affect them. And I'm supposed to be my brother or my sister's keeper. My own is not to tear down, it's to build up. And so I think the first lesson today is our minds. What are you doing with your mind? How are you guiding it? I had to cut down on, coming onto social media. I haven't been on social media in a while because I just realized it was one way to guard my mind and my heart. There's too much out there, to allow my mind and my heart to be reading, to be seeing, to be involved with. No, the mind just can't function like that. It overload, and then overload of half the time nonsense. You need to guard your heart. You need to guard your mind. I'll continue in part 2.